All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the St. Patrick's Day live stream. How are all of you doing on this fine afternoon? Was very fun. That's awesome. YW, hell yeah. Miracle, how you doing? Tom, Tracy, Ashley, thank you so much for hopping on in. Austin, Francis, hey, how are you guys doing? You probably figured out, if you guys have been following me for years, you guys are aware that I did not do Leprechaun 4 in space today. For the past few years now, I've been doing a new Leprechaun movie every single year. To be honest with you, I passed out for most of the day. Like I literally woke up probably a few hours ago and I started uploading videos, but I just was so exhausted this year to just sit down and watch a movie live that it just really didn't feel like I wanted to do it because it would have just ruined the experience in my opinion. If I'm trying to be enthusiastic and stuff and I'm not in the mood and I'm not enthusiastic, then what's the point of watching it, you know? But I definitely needed the sleep. Yeah, unfortunately, today's St. Patrick's Day, so I kind of missed out on doing my yearly kind of watch along. Happy St. Patrick's Day, even though I don't know what it is. It's just a day. Hey, Flower Girl. Hey, everybody. Hey, guys. King Dash, how you doing? Leslie, thank you so much for hopping on in. Glad you could make it. You guys probably saw me live earlier, too. Yeah. Calm down, Jordan. Don't speak so fast. It's so quickly. No alcohol this time either. Yeah, normally I try to get some sort of alcoholic beverage, and I haven't done it this year. I don't know. This year just felt it's probably the most exhausting year I think I've had in a long time. Yeah, where it's just literally normally I would do a certain thing on a holiday, and I just don't know if I could do it. You look destroyed. Are you all right? I'm just exhausted. I'm just exhausted. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hey, Shane. Thank you so much. How's your St. Patrick's Day going? It's going pretty good. I kind of slept through most of the day. Try to give my mind a mental break. Just a lot on the mind. You know the stuff. You know everything that's on my mind right now. How's your guys' St. Patrick's Days going? You guys doing anything special? Watching any of the Leprechaun movies? Drinking some booze? What you guys doing today? Finally got to catch your live. I appreciate you. I didn't even know it was St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. No, I didn't know either until literally the day before. I'm like, hey, when's St. Patrick's Day? And oh, it's the 17th. And I'm like, that's tomorrow. Yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day today. And Easter's at the end of the month. Jordan, thank you so much for the grandpa video. That shit was gold. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Just for fun, just a little skit. It was nothing more, nothing less. Any good movies recommendations for the occasion? Here's the thing. There's really not a whole lot of St. Patrick's Day movies that are like amazing that I have seen. I know a lot of people, the only ones I can recommend are probably the Leprechaun movies. Those ones are just fun to me, but understandably, if you're not into like low budget horror, cheesy horror, you're not really going to probably get into the Leprechaun films. But to me, they're kind of like that perfect little throw in on St. Patrick's Day kind of movie. I'm not wearing any green. Do I have to pinch myself? I suppose so. Literally forgot what date it was. It's understandable. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and I loved your skit you did. Thank you so much, Vicky. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad. You guys are really liking it a lot. It's almost to 100 likes already, which is really cool. Wait, pinching yourself is something people can do? I guess you can, yeah, if you want to. A friend with green is a friend indeed, but a friend with gold is the best, I'm told. There's a Leprechaun rhyme right there. A friend told you? Makes sense. Hey, Glenn, how you doing? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hopefully you're all having a phenomenal afternoon. Currently, I am just chilling at the moment. I figured why not try to go live, do a little live stream for St. Patrick's Day and whatnot. I forget the rhyme he did when he got beat in that first movie. Yeah, I'm trying to think of it, but I can't. Oh, I can't think of it off the top of my mind. But I know it deep down. I know it by heart. It's just I can't say it. I don't know why. Hey, Carolyn, how are you doing? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Not a Patrick's Day story, but I remember one year I said that Easter and April's Fools were on the same day, but for some reason my entire family said it was on the 10th. Never happened again though. Um, you aren't also wearing something green, Jordan? You count. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not wearing anything green right now. The only thing I have green in the is the background lights. I'm enjoying my evening. Thanks to have I have a burger and fries left over tomorrow. Ooh, nice, nice. Do you get a Shamrock Shake with that? You get a Shamrock Shake, the classic. You have to have a Shamrock Shake. I have not had a Shamrock Shake once this year so far. I feel kind of ashamed about that because I normally get one at least. Hey, Casey. Hello, Jordan. Happy St. Patrick's Day. How are you feeling this time of day? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm a little exhausted, but I'm not like dying or anything. Just a little exhausted. I wanted to chat with you guys. So if I do sound like I'm a little bit out of it, you probably understand why. It's just a lot going on in life, and it just kind of makes me loopy here and there, like just out of it a little bit. But things are getting done, so I'm excited about that. I'm feeling accomplished. I don't think I've ever felt so accomplished, right? You were joking. I know. I'm messing with you. As long as it doesn't have chocolate or mint in it, it's probably like, yeah. I mean, it's got. Are you talking about the Shamrock Shake? It's definitely got mint inside of it. Yeah. They have a Shamrock McFlurry. The Shamrock Shake is so good. It really is. I sadly didn't have the Grimace Shake. No, I missed out on that myself, and I'm surprised I did because I'm a big fan of classic McDonald's. That's how I felt last year. Yeah. Gotta pinch you soon. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. My birthday is in May. I'm turning 24. Happy birthday. Oh, nice. Happy birthday. Birthday's in April. Woo! We're on the verge of April, too. Yep. Yeah, it's March. I had to think for a second. I had to think because it's like I know Easter's on at the end of the month this time. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to have the Grimace Shake, but I really wanted to try it. My birthday is Wednesday. Congrats on the GoFundMe amount. Hitting 1,000 is great. Well, thank you so much, Mystery Fan. I appreciate that. We hit 1,500. To my knowledge, that's still where it's at. But yeah, people really are trying to help out as much as possible, and it's so thankful. Last donation we had was $12 from Amanda Laqueer. So I appreciate Amanda a lot. Yeah, thank you guys so much. That GoFundMe is literally like a saving grace at this point, because it's taken off so much stress. So much stress has been relieved off my shoulders ever since I started that GoFundMe. Like I know that there are people out there who thought it was a stupid idea, and I didn't want to do it myself. But I'm really kind of glad I did it because I was really stressing out a lot. So just a good idea. It was a great idea at the end of the day. I'm very happy I decided to go ahead and do it. But thank you for that. Love the dead meat reaction. It's about time you did more dead meat reactions. Well, hey, as long as people go over there and like those videos, I'm not joking when I say this. Those videos, I want to try to get at least 100 likes on them each one, because as long as we get at least over 100 likes, that's 100 people that I know want to see those reactions continue. That's at least 100 people who actually cared enough to like the video and want to say, hey, you know what, I like these. So if people just like videos, I'll be more interested in going back and redoing them. Like, obviously, I love reacting to dead meat, but I'm not gonna. I do so many reactions as is to different channels that I don't really want to waste my time with a channel that no one's gonna want to watch. So as much as I love watching them, I just don't want to waste time on it. As much as I really enjoy James and hearing what he has to say about film. Dead meat, he does kill count videos. So like recently I did the Five Nights at Freddy's kill count. So definitely recommend people go over there, check that out if you have not, and go support the original video. You might really dig Dead Meat's channel. That's the actual name of his channel. It's called Dead Meat. How about what Mythos said? Are we talking about that? Are you talking? I did a reaction to that video, by the way. The newest Mythos video. I did a reaction. I have yet to edit and post it. I'll probably try to post it either this morning or the next day. I'm not sure yet. It'll probably be out tomorrow at some point. But I did react to that video, and I gotta say, shocking for sure. I really kind of wish I decided to sit down and watch that full interview, so I would have made a video about it myself, because I would have said the same exact thing he did. But I didn't even know he said it. Um, there's an animated St. Patrick's Day short horror film. I think I watched it. Yep, I have a reaction to that on my channel. The Unlucky Charms. Thank you. I will be 37 on Wednesday. Oh, nice, nice. Yep, I'll be posting it hopefully tomorrow. Hey, J-Carts, what did you use to tag your reactions? What do you use to tag your reactions? What do you mean tag my reactions? Like, it's a great video. Definitely recommend. What do you use to tag your reaction videos? I'm not really sure what you mean by that, Keith. Yeah, they're trying to make a new Leprechaun movie. Yeah, I think they want to do a reboot or something. Meowdy Pertners. Meowdy Pertners. Hey, Francis, how you doing? Yeah, I have to rewatch the interview. I watched the whole thing, and that part didn't stick out to me. I don't know what Mythos was saying, LOL. Basically, that part didn't stick out to you, and it's basically going to show that... Give me a second. I gotta turn off this heater. It is burning up in this room. I'm getting all weird-headed right now. Sorry about that. I had to actually press the off button on that heater, dude. It was getting really warm, and man, my head was all getting all warm. That's probably why I'm drinking water so much. It's because I'm like freaking, my head's getting all lightheaded. I guess that means you did. They mean, do you tag specific people when reacting? Like, do I tag like when I like TubeBuddy or Vid? Like TubeBuddy or vidIQ. I'm not really sure what you're... Like, I honestly don't know what you're talking about. One sec. Tube. Huh, the hot room in this... It's hot in this room. Fuck my life. TubeBuddy, okay. TubeBuddy. Install free now. #1 YouTube growth. I don't think I use these. Accelerate your growth of your audience and achieve your dreams of becoming a YouTuber. I don't use any of that stuff. Like, I don't use anything to growth my channel. It's all been natural this entire time. Yeah. I haven't really been doing that stuff, no. I thought you meant, like, tagging, like, where do I put the, like, links for people's channels in the description? I normally put them in the video's description if I tag any other channels and whatnot. Hey, Anita, how are you doing? Yeah, I don't use that stuff. Weather's getting warmer. It really is. My mom was... The Paranormal Files went to Bachelor's Grove and put out a vid I live 10 minutes from there, and the sis myself heard laughing phantom children there last year. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Smash that like button or the Leprechaun will make you birth a pot of gold. Great, thanks. Hope you are. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Yes, loving the warmer weather. I am too, but I always forget that it's getting warmer out, and I turn on my heater to try to get it warm in here because I get cold very easily, and then it gets really hot. Don't worry, I'm going to stay hydrated. The heater just turned off too, so that's going to help out a lot. Hi, how you doing? Hey, Jay, have you ever watched the channel Crow of Judas? He's got some good debunks, paranormal content. Just found him today. I have not watched a whole lot of his content, but I do know who he is. He has commented on several of my videos before. I definitely plan on checking him out at some point in the future, for sure. We just love watching his videos. He doesn't need a software boost. I understand that there are probably some people out there who use that stuff. It's just not something I need to do. It's like, normally I'm more comfortable with trying to gain an audience that I know for a fact likes hearing what I have to say. It's not like something I want to like when you use those things, I'm not sure if everybody that you get comes in because they're interested or they're just sent your way, you know? normally the people who are interested in your channel are the ones that will come naturally through recommendations, click on your video, and then see what you have to say. And if they like it, they'll subscribe. If they don't, they won't. And they'll move on and find someone else. But these people, like, I just, you get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying. I'm just a little bit loopy right now. I apologize. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I could be speaking gibberish right now. Have I heard of the black-eyed kids? Yeah, I've heard of those. Like, where they knock on your door, you answer it, and if, like, their eyes are blackened, they'll take you or something like that. I'm pretty confident I know what, that story you're talking about. It always gets cold. It always gets cold. It always gets cold in my room and very hot because I got an attic in my room. I do too. My attic is right here. I'm so ready for warm weather, and I'm the same way. I'm not 1 minute and cold the next minute. Yep. It really hits me. It has been a lot lately too, and I don't know about you guys, but when the weather changes drastically, like really fast, you go from like 30-degree weather all the way up to like 70-degree weather, I get sick. My body has a hard time like trying to get with the climate or get with the weather, and I'll get sick from it. I hate Twin Paranormal. Their clickbaits are getting very annoying. Would you rather steal Leprechaun's gold or be mind-controlled by Lep? Would you rather steal Leprechaun's gold or be mind-controlled by Lep? I'd probably say steal his gold, though. If I steal his gold, he's probably going to try to kill me. Yeah, he's probably going to try to murder my ass. But I guess I'd rather try to steal the gold, I guess, out of those two. Are you Irish, Jordan? I've been told people think I'm Irish, and I might be. I don't know. I don't know my... Is it lineage? I don't know. I don't know what I am, honestly. I know I have German in me. Vedic is like the recommended tags back of the old YouTube days before they uploaded videos. They took that feature away later on. Okay, so yeah, I've probably never used it. Have you seen an Overnight Newit's video? No, I have not. Nope, I have not seen Overnight in a long while. Trust me, if I was watching Overnight right now, the videos would probably be up on the channel. Like, that goes for, like, Twin Paranormal, Overnight. I have not seen any of those videos. I have to get the time to actually sit down and, like, watch that stuff. But again, right now, I'm so focused on doing what I've been doing. I just don't feel like I have the time to sit down and watch hour-long investigations all the time right now, which is sad and it sucks, but it's just kind of, like, trying not to overwhelm myself with all this other stuff. And it's like... It bums me out, too, because that's really kind of where I want to go back to, is just trying to focus on getting these bigger reactions kicked out. But, man, it's a lot on the mind. No, I haven't seen any new Mr. Nightmare videos. What's your favorite Leprechaun movie? The first one, by far. Yeah, the very first Leprechaun movie, and then Leprechaun Returns. I did an overnight debunking video, just throwing it out there. Yeah, someone actually just got done mentioning you, Crow of Judas. Someone actually just said, have you watched Crow of Judas a little bit ago? And I said, I've been debating on watching his channel, checking him out. Which I will at some point. I will. Hey, good day, Sky. How are you doing? Spitfire, hey, how you doing, man? Glad you can make it. Well, hope you have a good night. Got to go because I have school tomorrow. Understandable. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hope you have a good day at school tomorrow. Thank you again for hopping on in. Can't watch hour-long investigations unless it's really, really good. I could probably sit down and watch hour-long boring investigations. I mean, I've done it many times, I've sat down and I've watched really boring investigations, but... And it's not just boring, but good investigations, arguably. It just depends. But... I won't lie to you. I've done a lot of reactions. If you guys go back through, I've done so many reactions to Twin Paranormal, Overnight, Sam and Colby and stuff that, sometimes you just got to take a little bit of a break. And with me doing all this other stuff in my real life, my life, it's just one of those things where it's like I got to tone it down a bit or I'm just going to get overwhelmed. And that's kind of what I've been doing, Been kind of tampering it down a little bit. That's why I like Seth. He like Seth's. He's where like 30 minutes. Have an easy and meaningful school day. They tend to make sure it's legit. Are you still excited for the boys? Yeah, I'm still excited for that. I am. I understand that, I do have mixed feelings at the moment with Sam and Colby, especially after the few videos that have come out about them. I'm not as enthusiastic about it as much as I used to be. But I will say I'm still excited to see that collaboration because I'm a massive boys fan, and I do like Sam and Colby. Regardless of what people want to say about me, I do like Sam and Colby, but yeah. Hey, Cryptic, how you doing, man? Just saw the Leg and Cody Satori video, and I really want someone to do that in a live investigation. Oh. You mean that skit I just posted? Yeah. That was fun. I should do more of those. I would love to do more skits. Yeah. I want someone to do that to them in real life. That'd be fucking hilarious. Yo, stay tuned. Yeah, that was hilarious. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. I really am. I really enjoy when I try to come up with my own original content here and there. You know, I'm not wanting just to be a reaction channel. Sometimes I'm really good at doing what I do, but I mean, obviously, you know, I mean, it's worked out for me quite well. Not trying to toot my own horn, but it's reactions have kind of worked out for me. But like, I've also tried to get my own original stuff out there too. I've always wanted to do more original content, man. If I could do my own original content, it would be go out, do paranormal investigations, cryptid hunts would be a lot of fun, and I would be going to old filming locations and comparing what they look like today to what they look back when they filmed them, right? Happy St. Patrick's Day, Abigail. How are you doing? Is there such thing as the Canadian boys similar to the US and Australian counterparts? I don't know. It's a good question. Hey, Ralph, how you doing? Smurfy, how you doing? Short video was hilarious. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really am. Very happy you enjoyed that. Question for those who know. My mom is European and my dad is American. I was born in America. I would be a European American or American European. If I could pay half of the donation, I definitely would. Plus, you get things done. I would do that too. Well, thank you so much. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's not a requirement. Hey, what's going on? What are we chatting about? We're just chatting it up. Don't even matter at this point. We just talking, having fun. The interview, S&A, they admitted all the stuff and came out with their questioning, but are still standing on you, hear it, move around the room, and in person, it's so much different than watching at home. Right. Hi, how are you? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hey, how are you? If I ever see Katori in a haunted place, I'm gonna just say, hey, Cody and Story, what are you doing here? Did Terry Fauci, Figa invite you down? Sam and Colby, not. Gotcha. Satori and Cody. I get that so confused. I know people with S and C. I always get that confused with like Sam and Colby. That heater being off helps me a lot. I feel like I can actually talk again. Hey, Jordan decided to take a break from studying to chill for a bit. Hey, TJ, how are you doing, man? Is this current live or an old live? This is a current live. I am live at the moment. You are really talking to me live. Got a job orientation tomorrow. I'm so nervous. Hell yeah. You got S and C and C and S. Definitely not confusing whatsoever. No, it confuses me a little bit. Sorry. I understand that maybe it's not confusing for some people. It confuses me sometimes. It throws me off sometimes. Especially when I'm like not here all the way. I do my best, though. I'm trying to focus, and I'm like, Sam and Colby. Hey, Jordan decided to take a break from studying, chill for a bit. I'm good. Come back to college on spring break today. It was very relaxing, but good to be back. Hey, Antonis, how you doing? Happy St. Patrick's Day, man. Glad you can make it. Jay might leave chat getting, really late here. Hey, that's okay, Ralph, man. I understand, dude. Yeah, it's pretty late here where I'm at too. It's 11:44 p.m. We be thirsting over the beanie. What, you thirsting over the beanie right now? It's like that classic beanie. Hey, thank you for shouting out the gaming channel, man. I appreciate you. Really appreciate it, Francis. I'm good. Just came back from college spring break today. That's so awesome. I feel like Sam and Colby lied about the fact that they said that they were going to release the video, and I don't know why people say socks aren't enough proof. I feel like Sam and Colby lied about the fact that they said they were going to release the video, and I don't know why people say socks aren't enough proof. I would say depending on the socks, I mean, there's still a lot you can hide underneath socks, truly and honestly. I mean, like, what if they have them stretched up all the way over their, to like their shin or something? I guess it really just depends. I really just got to see what they do to present their feet, right? And how they choose to present it. Because, I mean, even the slightest thing, if it looks like they're hiding anything under any sort of anything, I mean, that could be shown that maybe they're just trying to really hide something. So depending on how they do it, I think the easiest way would just be do it without socks and shoes on. And then you have nobody can question anything at that point. It'd be like, oh, okay, well then there's that, right? I mean, that would be the best option. 100%. I don't think anybody would argue with that. Just do it without the socks and shoes on. Clearly, they don't have an issue with it because there's already videos coming out of, well, sorry, Satori has no issue with it because videos have come out of her doing the method without, with sandals on, showing her feet. So there is that. Hey, Handyman Mexican, you check out that overnight video yet? Not yet, man, not yet. So that's what I would say. I would say it's not even about it, like, bluntly and simply, let's, like, take all of that stuff, the whole, well, if they do it with socks, if they do it with slippers, if they do it, no, let's just take all that stuff, throw it to the side. That doesn't matter. Do it without your socks and shoes off. No one's going to question anything. Easiest, simplest answer right there. It's like, okay, well, because you can argue, right? You can argue that, like, if you wore socks, you could be hiding something on your socks. I mean, just take off your socks, shoes, throw it to the side, just do it without socks and shoes on, and then it's over. All of this banter, all of this criticisms, all of this debunking, all of this everything would have been done. It wouldn't even be in question, right? I mean, it probably would have been. Because, people do fake shit regardless. I mean, seriously, even, like, what most debunkers figured was going to happen was they would do it without their socks and shoes on, and the knocking wouldn't even happen, right? That's what people were expecting to happen. So, and that's kind of what I'm expecting to kind of happen, would be nothing would happen. Oh, I guess we scared the ghosts away, but the second they pull up their socks and shoes, guess what happens? The knocks come right back, right? I have yet to see that video. Yeah, apparently someone said that they were in, like, a Zoom call or something with a bunch of people, and they were turning off the lights, and, like, someone was turning the lights off and on as if they were communicating with ghosts and stuff, and they were fooling everybody in the Zoom chat. I have not seen that footage yet, so I don't know. Love your hat, Jordan. Well, thank you, Vicky. I appreciate that. Oh, Leslie, thank you so much for the donation. That was very freaking generous of you. Thank you for that $5. I'm sorry I can't do more at the time. Here's a few more dollars to add to your funds, your childhood home. Good luck. Well, thank you so much, Leslie. I appreciate that. I really do. That was very, very generous of you. I mean, that all that money helps out so much. Oh my God, you have no idea. And if anybody wants to go to the GoFundMe and donate directly to the GoFundMe because it's a charity, there's that right there. I just posted the link. And I'm also buying this house, not just for me, but I'm also doing it for my family too, because I do live here with my mom and dad, and we obviously need a house. So I'm trying to push it as much as I can, as respectfully as I can. Look up footage right now. It's on YouTube. You mean the video of Bad to the Bone, that footage? Or are you talking about them doing it with their socks on? I haven't done anything for St. Patrick's Day. No, I haven't, unfortunately. Doing with the lights off, turning off, and yes and no. ABC, C's. Why does it seem like most of the paranormal teams all disrespect the dead by dancing on graves and such? My best guess on why there are paranormal investigators that do things like that are because they know there's an audience for it. They know there are going to be a bunch of people who will find that shit to be absolutely hilarious. Right? They're not thinking about what they look like as professional investigators. They want to just satisfy the audience that would find that funny. So that's why they do it. And that's why they add silly music, and they know what they're doing. They know how to win people over in that regard. So that's kind of why they do it. Yep, I saw the socks thing. I will look it up because I always tell people, why don't you look up certain things? So I will go ahead and look up Satori and Cody doing method with socks. Um, I've seen most of these videos that are coming up when I type this in. Not seeing any evidence of the sock method just yet. I was told that they did do it without socks, shoes on, and they had socks on. But that's not until we see Sam and Colby's footage that hasn't yet to be released. So I'm not sure where you saw the sock method. I feel like I'd be seeing more of that if that were the case. I feel like I know for a fact we'd be seeing more of that stuff because the bunkers would not let that shit slide. They would be making videos on it. Yeah, I haven't really seen anything with them doing it with socks on. Hey, it's that fan. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Zoom call is bad to the bone. I slapped the needle while my Jordan, your video with Grandpa's leg is hilarious. I'm glad you like that. Who winning in a fight, Chucky or Leprechaun? I'm gonna go with Leprechaun on that. It's not like my obvious favorite choice. Obviously, I want Chucky to win, but Leprechaun has magic. He can literally appear and disappear in seconds. And obviously, Leprechaun also, he keeps coming back to life and things like that. So, there's a lot that goes for Leprechaun winning that fight, unfortunately. Even though I'm a way bigger fan of Chucky than I would ever be a Leprechaun. Yeah. But dang, I feel so anxious with everyone getting to the floor filming feet. Even one dude at Conjuring House put something in the floor and watched their feet, laugh my ass off. Yeah. Who wins in a fight, Chucky or Leprechaun? Making sure I'm caught up with all my comments. Sorry, guys, if I sound like I'm a little bit out of it. It's late, but also it's because I just... Long day, everybody. Yeah! Remember those days? Long day. Freddy or Leprechaun? I'm going to get hate for this. Leprechaun would probably win the fight. Yeah. Unless Leprechaun snoozes and goes to bed, Leprechaun would probably... Even then, he's still a magical entity. So, I don't know how Freddy could beat him. Freddy, obviously, character-wise, is a much better character, but Leprechaun is, literally a magical entity. He can make a pot appear in your stomach and cut you open and kill you. He could make your boobs and your lips blow up. He can do so much. Freddy can do that stuff, but only if you're sleeping. I love Freddy much more. I love Chucky much more, but Leprechaun is literally a magical creature who, keeps coming back to life. He's just... OP. Who wins in a fight? Lucky from Lucky Charms or Leprechaun? Probably Leprechaun, because I don't think Lep would have the courage to do anything like that. He'd be like, oh, please, we can settle this in a better way. As, Leprechaun starts stabbing him. Thoughts on Freddy versus Jason? It's classic, man. It's one of those early 2000s films that I actually really appreciate. I appreciate some early 2000 films, obviously Freddy vs. Jason, Bride of Chucky. There's quite a few of them I really love. Freddy vs. Jason is a classic. It was the first Blu-ray I ever purchased and put in my own collection. Yeah, I was at a thrift store or a flea market, and it was, they had giant rows of horror Blu-rays, and I grabbed Freddy vs. Jason, and I'm like, I'll buy this. And I bought it. And it holds a special place in my heart. Terminator or the Leprechaun? Leprechaun. As badass as Arnold Schwarzenegger is and the Terminator is cool, he's still, again, he's a magical being. You gotta think about magical beings at this point. Because, Leprechaun, he's got magic. He's got magic, man. And that's not easy to go against. Chucky versus Robert the Doll. Chucky. Chucky. I'd say Leprechaun. Because also Chucky has the power of voodoo. So with spirits and things like that, I feel like the voodoo would come in to play a lot too. So he could probably put a spell on Robert. But Leprechaun, he doesn't have to do this 5-minute chant before a spell will work. Leprechaun can just make your mouth disappear, or he could blow your eyes out of your head. And Godzilla or Leprechaun? Shit, that's a tough one. But probably Leprechaun, because again, he can teleport. Godzilla is way too big. He can teleport. He'd be there in a second and then be gone. The second he shoots his mouth beam at him, his blast breath. Leprechaun's more OP than I gave him credit for, just actually sitting down and thinking about that. Leprechaun or Deadpool? Probably Leprechaun. I hate to say it, because he can literally make Deadpool. He could probably pull him up apart in different pieces and put his body in different locations around the world or whatever. He could do some sort of spell and make it impossible for Deadpool to come after him. This is it makes me feel bad because I'm such a horror fanatic, and Leprechaun's like the last character I'd be praising as much. But Leprechaun, he's too OP, man. Oh yeah, that's right, KJ. I apologize. I know sometimes I forget things. I immediately go for the name that I look at. But Deadpool can bring the fourth wall and revive. Hey, you have a point. You have a point there. But so I think in Leprechaun too, can he? I'm pretty sure in the movies he's done that a couple times. Leprechaun versus the Grim Reaper. I would probably have to go with the Grim Reaper. If we're talking about the legitimate Grim Reaper, I'd probably have to go with the Grim Reaper because, he literally is the judge of life and death. Doesn't matter how magical you are. He would determine whether you die or live in that situation. So I'd probably go with the Grim Reaper on that one. And he's also like a magical entity in a sense too, right? He would probably have some powers. Now, you know what would be a better matchup? Pinhead versus Leprechaun. And then I would have said Pinhead would probably beat Leprechaun because Pinhead is a OP Hell's... I mean, the guy is, powerful. Since he's sort of a magical being, Freddy Krueger or the Leprechaun? I did just answer that. I still think Leprechaun would beat Freddy Krueger because the only way, again, Freddy can beat Lep is if Leprechaun dreams. And he goes into Lep's dreams. And then even then, Leprechaun still can come back to life because he's done it so many times. Hell, people even blew up his gold and lit it on fire and he still came back to life. So yeah, there's no way I don't think Freddy could beat him. Even knowing Freddy and all these other characters that we've listed are by far better characters than Leprechaun. Leprechaun versus either versions of Pennywise. Well, I don't think Leprechaun would be afraid of it. So if he's not afraid of Pennywise, then Pennywise literally has no power against him. I just don't picture Leprechaun being afraid of Pennywise. The reason why the It movies are so effective is because these things are happening to the kids. And the kids can be easily afraid of something like that. So that's why, in the situations where they're scared, they kind of feel helpless because they're kids. Hey, Jersey, how are you doing? If those people made a Never Hike in the Snow and Never Hike Alone is making a new one. Oh, really? That's so cool. That's so cool. Hey, My World, how you doing? There is a horror movie called Leprechaun. That's what we've been talking about, actually. We've been talking about the horror movie Leprechaun. Pennywise seems terrifying. I'd be more scared of Pennywise. Probably just sounds scarier. Well, I mean, Pennywise is obviously a better character overall. Yeah, he's a way scarier character. But we're talking about Leprechaun versus Pennywise, and I just don't picture Pennywise being afraid of a clown. I just don't. Or Leprechaun being afraid of a clown. Not Pennywise being afraid of a clown. Leprechaun being afraid of a clown. And we're talking about, the character of Leprechaun. So, like, the movies and version and whatnot. Jason versus Leprechaun. Probably Leprechaun. Probably Leprechaun, because Leprechaun has something Jason doesn't have, and that's magic. He's got magic. And magic goes a long way in a fight. As much as I don't want to acknowledge that, I'm just being honest with my opinion. He is a little OP prick. Rachel from Friends beat Leprechaun. How scary can he really be? But he came back, right? He came back. Constantly came back. If she beat him for good, that would have been one thing. But this son of a bitch keeps coming back after every movie. Even at the end of the movie, they didn't beat him. He was doing a rhyme. He did a chant at the end of the movie. He did a rhyme, until this curse breaks a spell or something like that. So he was still alive, even when they did beat him. Darth Vader versus Leprechaun. There's a part of me, obviously, that wants to say Darth Vader. But Darth Vader can't make pots of gold appear in your stomach. He can't make your face blow up and then explode. He can't build a death go-kart in the matter of 5 seconds. Gotta go, the Wi-Fi's turning off. Oh, okay, KJ. Sorry about that, man. Hope you have a great night. Force choke, sure. But then all Leprechaun has to do is then use his magic and get himself out of it somehow. Like, he can disappear and reappear somewhere else, right? Yeah, it's a silly thing. I'm not proud of me saying any of this stuff. And again, most of the characters, if not every single character you guys have listed, are by far better than Leprechaun, right? Like, it's kind of like this. It's similar to like Superman, where everybody is so sick and tired of Superman because of how OP and how powerful that guy is, right? That's why people are sick of Superman, because there's like almost literally nobody who can beat Superman. Leprechaun versus the girl from The Ring. Probably Leprechaun. Probably Leprechaun. Clown from Terrifier, so Art's the clown versus Leprechaun. Hercules versus Leprechaun. I don't know. Leprechaun once magically went up a guy's pee stream. That's very true, he did. All right, Glenn, have a good night. Toxic Avenger versus Leprechaun. Oh, fuck. Probably Leprechaun. See ya, Glenn. Someone has to be able to beat this Leprechaun. Someone has to be a Killer Clowns from Outer Space versus Leprechaun. Probably Leprechaun, because again, he is just a magical little prick. He has magic. He can do crazy shit. I mean, the guy is, yeah. The Mask versus Leprechaun. Hercules is a son of a god. It'd be hard to defeat. I guess it depends on what version of Hercules, right? Because there's so many different versions of Hercules. If we're being like really specific, but if we're not being specific, yeah, probably. Hercules would probably beat a leprechaun. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still a little fairy, right? The leprechaun is a fairy. Like a little creature. There has to be weaknesses to him, right? He can't be completely invincible. So, I mean, in the second movie, no, it was either the second or third movie. I want to say it was the second one. No, it was definitely the third. The third movie, apparently he can't touch you if you have a gold coin in your hand. So, like, if you're holding his gold, he cannot touch you and hurt you at all. So there is rules that he has to abide by before he can do anything. Now we have to think about it, yeah. A little bit. Think about it a little bit. Who would come close to even going into a stalemate with the leprechaun? Oh, I mean, I already said that. Pinhead from Hellraiser, I think, could beat him. Because he is literally, like... He has magic. He has powers. He's, like, a very powerful being. He has to shine shoes. That's right. So if anybody has dirty shoes, throw it at him. Because that's a weakness of his. Yeah, I would go with Pinhead. I would go with Pinhead on the fight between him and Leprechaun, yeah. Definitely. Who knew this was what the entire live stream was going to be about at this point? It's just who would go up against Leprechaun and win? Beetlejuice or Leprechaun? I'm going to go with Leprechaun. I'm going to go with Leprechaun. Well, no, wait, whoa. There are some things about Beetlejuice that are magical. That might be more of an even fight, honestly. Yeah. Again, though, every character I just listed and you guys are listing are so much more entertaining to watch. Hercules would know more of Leprechaun's weaknesses? Probably. Who is your favorite Spider-Man? I guess Tobey Maguire. I'd probably say that's true. Yeah, I think you got that right, Harsh. Monster Man, sorry, I only saw your comment where you said I was scared of him when I was younger, but I couldn't remember what said before that. Sorry, I'm tired of excuse. What do you mean by Jason? Bit confused on that. Dracula in his prime versus Leprechaun, because Dracula is an undead being. Yeah, he also in a sense kind of has some similar abilities like Leprechaun. Fuck, I'm gonna go with Dracula. Beetlejuice is already dead, so Leprechaun couldn't hurt him. True, but Beetlejuice really isn't a threat unless you say his name 3 times. right? So like unless you say his name 3 times, he can't even use his magic against you. So unless someone says Beetlejuice, 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 the guy, he's just gonna be sitting there. And again, Leprechaun has his weaknesses too. He can't be around a 4-leaf clover. So if you find a 4-leaf clover, you can probably try to kill him, right, or do something. But Leprechaun also, he can die, but he can come. He also comes back every time too. So, gosh, we're getting really specific on this. It's a fascinating subject. Jordan, what about Midas versus Lep? What's Midas from? Sorry, I'm not familiar with that character. Dracula has been killed by humans, though. Very true. Very true. Would be a good fight. It would be a good fight. A Banshee versus Leprechaun. The Jeepers Creepers dude versus Leprechaun. I mean, again, Leprechaun can make shit appear on the inside of his body. So, like, where the Creeper is really strong at is that it's very hard to pierce his skin. But he doesn't have to pierce your skin. Leprechaun can make something appear from the inside of you and kill you from the inside out. Like blowing someone up and stuff. So I could see the Creeper having a bit of a struggle against him, honestly. Even knowing the Creeper, in my opinion, is like so much scarier. Jason is a Cenobite. That's an interesting theory. That's interesting. The golden touch guy. Minus the golden touch guy, I gotta think. What about the Doctor from Doctor Who versus Leprechaun? Who would win? I have not seen Doctor Who, so I can't really tell you all of his... I can't, like, get an idea. Magic is overpowered. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Midas can turn anything for anyone to gold. You know, he probably would... that's an interesting power for sure. But that's if he gets close to Leprechaun, right? I don't know who Midas is, and I haven't seen him in any movie, so I can't really... The Gremlins, perhaps? Mayhaps? Like, are you talking like the Gremlins going up against Leprechaun? I don't think the Gremlins are going to last. Leprechaun or the Scream? You're probably talking about Ghostface from Scream. Leprechaun. Leprechaun would be able to beat him easily. One of Superman's weaknesses is a magic, so technically Leprechaun could beat Superman. Yeah, there could be a possibility. Harry Potter versus Leprechaun, maybe. Well, here's the thing. The only way that Harry's going to beat Leprechaun is if Harry actually kills Leprechaun. And I'm not sure if Harry's going to have the cojones to kill Leprechaun. Right? Yeah, I think you're right about that. Yeah, Greek mythology. Voldemort versus the Leprechaun. Voldemort actually makes more sense against Leprechaun, and I'd probably go with Voldemort, honestly. Because literally all he has to do is say Avada Kedavra and he can kill anybody. This is the craziest. I mean, it's St. Patrick's Day themed, so yeah, that's good. Leprechaun versus Satori's power? Oh, man. Well, I don't think I need to spoil. I think Leprechaun would beat that. Leprechaun. Sorry, quite the debate. Jason is a Cenobite. It's canon, Jay. That is interesting. I'm curious to know where you found that, because that's the first time I'm hearing about him being a Cenobite. I saw the live chat at 4 in the morning and I hopped in. I will Google it. Jason Voorhees. Is Jason canonically a Deadite? Jason was a Deadite resurrected by his mother from the Necronomicon. Okay, it doesn't look like he's a Cenobite. It looks like he is a Deadite from Evil Dead. So he was resurrected by using the Necronomicon. More than likely hinting at it from Jason Goes to Hell, yeah. So he's a Deadite. It looks like. No, you're good. You're good. Hey, how you doing, Trisha? How's your weekend been? It's been pretty chill. It's been a pretty chill weekend. I should really be asleep right now. I bet, Amy. What are you doing up? Evil Dead. I love the Evil Dead movies. I can't wait for us to do a movie revisit on Patreon for the original Evil Dead. I'm out of water. That's a struggle. Oh. Did you like the Hellraiser remake? Yeah, I liked it. It's pretty good. Taro, happy late night, everyone. Hey, how are you doing? Thank you so much for making it. By the way, if you guys are coming on in here, hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Get this video up to about 50 likes within the next 5 seconds, and I don't know what I'll do, honestly. Oh, man. You binge watched Gravity Falls. Nice. Leprechaun versus another Leprechaun with equal abilities, but for good. Ow. Yep, it is more entertaining. But this is more entertaining in the moment. Hee and I just rather not have a nightmare tonight. Aw. Ooh, Thanos versus Leprechaun. Gold from the inside out and snapping Lep out of existence. He could snap his fingers and snap him out of existence for sure. Leprechaun versus Death from Final Destination. I mean, Death would be a hard thing to fight, really, because, yeah, he's kind of just like a natural occurrence, right? So, yeah, that'd be kind of hard. If you have to rewatch between Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, what are you picking? Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, because since you said Star Wars, I assume you mean like the entire saga of Star Wars, so like every single movie of Star Wars. There are less Lord of the Ring movies for me that piss me off more than Star Wars movies that annoy me. Yeah. Hi, Philip. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, I gotta go with. Yeah. I already said Lucky from Lucky Charms. Oh. True, you did. Yes, you did. Did you hear about the Magic 8 Ball movie they're making? I did not. Is that a real thing? They're actually making a Magic 8 Ball? Magic 8 Ball movie. There is a movie called Magic 8 Ball. A company charges a fee to the patron who make the live Magic 8 Ball, which is either interesting. Yeah, it looks like there is a Magic 8 Ball horror comedy scripted by Cocaine Bear writer. Interesting. That's actually real, huh? That's cool. I have yet to watch Game of Thrones, so I can't really answer that one. Hot take incoming, Lord of the Rings sucks. How dare. Nah, movies are subjective. I love the Lord of the Rings. I always have, always will. I even like that Ralph Bakshi movie. The animated one. Leprechaun was also the guy from the movie Willow in the 80s. Yep, Warwick Davis. Warwick Davis. Hey, what's up, Daniel? The Ghostbusters Frozen Empire commercial during the Islanders versus Rangers game was terrible. Was it? LOL doesn't piss me off, but the Hobbit franchise does. The Hobbit franchise, I'll tell you now, I love the first movie. I love Unexpected Journey. And I really enjoyed Desolation of Smaug. Where my issues with that little trilogy came from were the Battle of the Five Armies, which did not need to be that long. I really think that they kind of fucked up when they decided to make it 3 movies instead of doing the 2 movie idea. Because The Hobbit it's not the length of Lord of the Rings by any means necessary. So there was no reason why it should have been that long. And I think making them that long was actually a problem, a huge issue. But I definitely like the the Hobbit movies more than the prequel Star Wars movies by far. But that's just my personal opinion. I don't even hate the prequel movies, but like if you had to ask me which one would you rather watch, I'm probably going to choose the Hobbit films. I loved Unexpected Journey. I thought it was so effing charming. literally have school tomorrow and senior live, and I just decided to hop on and say hi. How are you doing? Hey, Jersey, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Hi to you, by the way. Hope you're doing well. My day was nuts. Oh, really was it? Mine was too. Was Warwick in Harry Potter? Yep. Yes, he was. Have you ever seen the old YouTube video of the Leprechaun spotted in Cridgeton? I feel like I probably have, because that would be certainly something I would have watched back when I was younger. I'm playing Helldivers, so I'm distracted. That makes sense. Yeah, I have school tomorrow. It's past midnight. No idea why I'm here. I don't either. It's late. It's even late for me. I take that back. I didn't have that much coffee this afternoon. Demons from The Exorcist versus the Leprechaun. Both have strong magical abilities, psychological warfare, and similar to the spawning goal the demon could have possessed Leprechaun. Demon also could possess Leprechaun. I'm going to go with the demon. Yeah, I'll go with the demon. He played Professor Flitwick, I think. Yes. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I read the books of The Hobbit, and he also played... No, he didn't. I take that back. No, he also played... Oh God, he played the Goblin in the Deathly Hallows Part 2 and Part 1 and 1. Griphook. He played Griphook in Part 1 of the Deathly Hallows. I read the books of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and I can tell you that war was like 2 to 4 chapters long. They left out of the movies. That is insanity. I have not read the books. No, I have not read Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, but my dad has, and he was like massively a big fan of the Lord of the Rings, specifically the Lord of the Rings. Carrie versus Leprechaun. Leprechaun. Like, I love Carrie. Carrie's a badass, way better character, but Leprechaun probably would win because, yeah, he's just a little magical creature. Jordan, why are you yawning so contagious even through screens? I can't help it. I can't help it. You're going to watch Leprechaun 3? There you go. That sounds like a fun time. The dragon really... interesting. Never knew that. What did someone say about the dragon? But she started crying when we went shopping and got food. I asked her to stop. Let me go back up. My girl was hugging me, so I asked her to stop, but she started crying, so we went shopping and got food. He does it to me too. You're making me yawn. I'm trying not to. Damn it, Jordan, I just yawned. Came home and hugged me tightly. Everybody... Don't say yawn anymore. Don't say yawn. It's going to make me yawn. Every time I think about yawning, I'm going to start yawning. So don't say yawn in the chat. Whew. Whew. Bite my tongue. Yeah, Warwick played Flitwick and Griphook. Is that how you spell it? I think you spelled it right, yeah. And Deathly Hallows, not in the name, changes stone. Changes of the World Stone. Yeah, Warwick played Flitwick and Griphook. Is that how you spell it? But Griphook was only one in Deathly Hallows, not in the name. Changes throughout the world. Stone. As it is midnight here. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Philip. Oh, Captain, my Captain. You... Oh, I'm not reading that word. I'm not going to read that word. Warwick Davis played Wicket in Return of the Jedi. Yes, he did. I'm not even looking at the word. I see it, and I'm not even looking at it. I'm not going to think about it, because the second I start thinking about it, I'm going to yawn. Woo! You see, the problem is I need more coffee. That would be close, but John Carpenter's The Thing versus Leprechaun causes the infection to capture. Well, yeah, that would be different. Yeah, I mean, that's like an infection. Yeah, that goes out through your body. Yeah. I mean, that would be crazy. I really should sleep good night. All right, Amy, have a great night. You don't know how to sleep with that Raggedy Ann doll? Oh, I got more than just the Raggedy Ann doll. Trust me when I say that. I got the Raggedy Ann right there. Got my clown right there. Reality is an illusion of the universe. Hologram by gold. Bye. By gold. Bye. Have a nice night, Amy. Did you find a pot of gold today? I don't know. But you know what? I came close thanks to that GoFundMe. Thanks to the donations at the GoFundMe, I might as fucking well. How's your day? Hot take. Black coffee that's lukewarm is awesome. Ugh. I like the hot, sizzling kind that blow my fucking tongue up. Whew, okay, I almost yawned right there. He has lots more cool, freaky stuff in there to wake up to. Yeah, there's a lot. Um, yeah, if you guys don't know, I have a GoFundMe up right now. A GoFundMe to try to raise money for buying my childhood home, and we've raised up to $1,500 of so far. So the goal is to try to get to at least, if it's even possible, but at this rate, it could be possible, would be $10,000 raised for buying this house that my grandma's going to sell me. So as soon as we get all the contracts involved, we start signing the papers and everything, that money that you guys donate to the GoFundMe is going to go directly to my grandma and paying off the house. So if anybody here wants to help get this house for us so we can at least continue to do YouTube in this house, and, you know, obviously there's going to have to be restoration and a lot of things that are going to need to be fixed, but yeah, if you want to donate to the GoFundMe, it is a charity, so it is helping me because I'm financially struggling right now to like maintain that. So if anybody here wants to donate to it, it would mean the world to me. It would mean so much, actually. So if you want to, it's not required. I missed my sister by a minute. Oh, is that who that was? At who Amy was? I didn't find a part. I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt, and guess what's inside it? No, I got a jar of dirt, and guess what's inside it? Nothing like the taste of coffee in the morning. That's right. And if you want to donate, donate to the GoFundMe. Thank you so much, Ashley. I did just post a link. Yes, I did. I'm gonna be right back. I need to go get coffee. You guys talking about coffee has made me want coffee. Let me go grab a cup of coffee. I'll be right back for more St. Patrick's Day live stream. Okay, I'm back. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? Thank you for waiting on me. I needed to get coffee. I was yawning like crazy. I knew it was like way too early for me to be yawning like I was. I feel a little bit better now. I really was slacking on coffee. I only had 1 cup this afternoon. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so refreshed. I was drinking water and oh man. Oh my god. I needed that. You have no idea. I feel a little bit way more awake than I was doing a second ago. I was actually stuttering. I was messing up on my words. It was bad. And I couldn't stop yawning. I have work tomorrow. Got to watch Paw Patrol movie trailer multiple times. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hey, Jason. Just got off work now. Awesome, man. Welcome. Glad you got off work. How was your work day? Greetings and love from Germany. Hey, Stefan. The Crow with Brandon Lee is quite unique, so why a remake now? The Crow Part 2 and Part 3 failed today, like the TV series. Don't know, never watched them. I've never watched the sequels to The Crow. I only did one reaction to the original Crow, and I really enjoyed the movie for what it was. It's not necessarily a movie that would be up my alley just to watch anytime, wherever I want. It's just not one I would throw in all the time. But I really appreciated it, and I really admired Brandon Lee's performance. Regardless of him passing away or not, I just thought he was just amazing in it, just altogether, all around. Definitely a performance that he was probably going to have an amazing career after that movie if he had, that didn't happen. And it's kind of shocking to see a remake happening, but at the same time, it's really not shocking because, they've remade movies like Nightmare on Elm Street, which is arguably one of the most classic films of all time. They've remade Friday the 13th. They've remade, The Thing was a remake. I mean, there's so many remakes out there that at some point it was gonna get a reboot. It's not really all too surprising. I mean, hell, they've even talked about giving Jaws a reboot, and Jaws is one I just almost can't even picture ever being remade. Right? I mean, that's just the reality of it. But we just kind of have to let it, we'll just accept it at this point, that they're going to be remakes to movies that we just can never picture a remake happening with. And who knows, maybe they blow our minds. I mean, there are certainly remakes out there that blew my mind, right? I mean, the Evil Dead remake. Holy shit, it was amazing. The Hills Have Eyes. Everybody forgets about that one. Remember The Hills Have Eyes from 2006, I want to say? Holy shit, that movie was phenomenal. Like, I watched the original Hills Have Eyes. Doesn't even come close. Doesn't even touch the remake. And I love Wes Craven, but that remake to The Hills Have Eyes is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen in my life. So uncomfortable. Been telling myself 50 more minutes in the car, past 2 hours. Oh my gosh. I've not seen Jaws. Doesn't someone get eaten by a shark? That movie is about a killer shark, yeah. I'm home. Woo! Nice, Charles. Some done dubbed it Little Crow. I never realized The Wizard of Oz was a remake. Is that a... I was unaware that it was a remake myself. The second one was insane, where the creep was insane, where the creep... Oh, yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. Yep. Yeah, I'm wondering where you saw that. Yeah, because that's the first time I've ever heard it was ever a remake. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, and then you just got The Wizard of Oz. That is the second one, right? Oh, that's the remake. Of that one, yeah, it's the remake of The Hills Have Eyes. There was a silent version of The Wizard of Oz, but it flopped. I'm gonna go brush my teeth. I'll be right back, hopefully. All right, no worries, no worries. Wizard of Oz is technically a sequel. Wicked is a prequel. And she binge watched Gravity Falls for the 3rd straight night in a row. I have yet to watch Gravity Falls. Will you be able to do a movie reaction just for Patreon? My financial situation is getting a bit better, so perhaps I can sign back up for Patreon again. I'll try to get movie reactions kicked out for Patreon at some point again, man. Yeah, I've been really wanting to do that. I just got to find the time to do it, of course. But yeah, I've been really wanting to do that. I'm doing movie revisits, so Child's Play. We have a revisit for Child's Play coming out here soon. Hey, Gavin, how you doing? Crazy, I had no idea. Wrong Turn is a good one. Wrong Turn, yep, absolutely. Crazy, the incident with Brandon and the gun prop. I thought that would never happen again until the set that came along with Alec Baldwin situation, yeah. How's that situation going, by the way? How's Alec Baldwin? Enough is enough. Alec Baldwin asks judge to dismiss manslaughter charges. Not sure if it's as easy as just saying drop the charges. Yeah, that's kind of coming off pretty... Like, I understand that, you know, the situation... That's interesting. I'll be sending you a clown on Saturday. You're sending me a clown? No shit. That's awesome. Hey, Elijah. Yeah, I don't think that's how it works either. I don't think you can just look at a judge and say, drop the charges. I'm done with this. I mean, the reality of the situation is, like, I don't blame Alec Baldwin for what happened, but at the same time, even if it was a prop, you don't point a gun at people. You don't point props at people. And you certainly don't pull the trigger. I mean, that's common sense with any sort of weapon that could fire, right? This thing was known to shoot blanks off. I mean, it could still fire something. And I'm not blaming him for what happened. You know, obviously the prop person should have definitely made sure there was no live ammunition inside of it. I mean, that's a given, right? So, like, it's such a touchy situation. But yeah, I don't think it works by just looking at a judge and telling him to back off a little bit, man. I'm done with this bullshit. You have to go to the border tomorrow? Oh, really? Died on the set of the TV show. He's pulling a trigger in the gun, and it was a blank on his temple. That's scary. Alec Baldwin is a movie star, so he thought he can ask for that. It's very possible to have that mindset. I mean, the guy, of course, you know, is very successful. He's very beloved by a lot of people. I mean, look, there's some movies I'm a big fan of Alec Baldwin, and it's very unfortunate that this situation happened. I mean, it's horrible that the situation happened, but crazy. That's crazy that he actually said that to the judge. It's like, no, that doesn't really mean that you, just because you say it, doesn't mean the charges are just going to be dropped. Jordan, did you know Timothy Chalamet is being Bob Dylan? I did not know that. That's interesting. Forgive me, my slumber is calling my soul. Oh, don't worry about it, Mythical. Hey, Sophia, how are you doing? Hey, everybody who's hopping on in. Guys, hit that like button. Get the likes up a lot. Please hit the like button. Slay it. I'm not even joking. Go down below. Hit the like button. Big thumbs up button right now. Don't even think about it. Just do it. And helps out with the algorithm. You haven't missed much. We've just been talking about this whole Alec Baldwin situation. I really haven't been paying too much attention. Let me go ahead and actually click on a link. Watch, it's going to be like one of those ad things that pop up. Oh, you can't read it until you have the ads out of the way. Lawyers for U.S. actor Alec Baldwin have asked judge to dismiss involuntary manslaughter charges against him over a failed shooting on a movie set in 2021. That was only 3 years ago when that's happened. A new court motion accuses prosecutors of unfairly stacking the deck against the Emmy Award-winning actor. Special prosecutor Carrie Morrissey said she would not respond in court and has 14 days to file a reply, Reuters say. Mr. Baldwin denies responsibility for the death of cinematographer Helena Hutchins. I don't know why I took that long. Helena Hutchins. The 65-year-old actor was practicing firing a Colt 45 pistol before filming a scene for Rust, a forthcoming Western film near Santa Fe, New Mexico in October 2021, but the gun went off with a live round, fatally striking 42-year-old Miss Hutchins and wounding director Joel Souza. He has maintained he did not pull the trigger and only drew back its hammer. And obviously, I don't think Alec Baldwin did this on purpose. I don't. He didn't do it on purpose. Obviously, the guy was just in a horrible. This is a horrible situation. It's a horrible accident, but still, a little bit careless. Maybe not point something and cock the gun back, pointing it at people. Just a little bit of carelessness. I'm not saying again it's his fault. I gotta be careful what I say because people will automatically think I'm blaming him. No, I'm not blaming him. Just a lot of carelessness. Obviously, the prop person should be the one held responsible for what happened because he did not do his job properly. I shouldn't laugh every time I hear the name Alec Baldwin. I think of him calling his daughter a little pig. Oh, that phone call. Then they have like a phone call or something, and Alec Baldwin like lost his temper. His daughter though was like losing her shit at him. Like, oh my god. I almost felt bad for him in that phone call. If I'm not mistaken, it's the same phone call. Like his daughter was like going off on him, just saying some pretty horrendous shit. Yeah, it should never have been loaded. It should never have been loaded. Surreal has happened in my home state in New Mexico. The prop person was a woman as well. Wow. It's unfortunate. It's just so unfortunate. The amount of unprofessionalism that was happening. When you're dealing with that shit, when you're handling those props, there should be no unprofessionalism about it. You need to have professionals on your movie set. You have to make sure things are not loaded with specific things because accidents can happen. They've happened before in the past, and we should have learned by now that accidents can happen. But unfortunately, there's still people on movie sets who apparently just don't really give too much of a shit and don't really think anything's going to happen. But guess what? The second you think nothing's going to happen, you know what happens? The thing you were worried that was not supposed to happen. You would think, and I'm sure it's not the only time. Have a good night, Nick and Thor. Why was it loaded? Wasn't his daughter like 7 at the time? Literally only remembered the little pig part. She was going off, man. I completely forgot about that phone call. I want to make movies one day. It's always been a passion of mine, always a dream, to make films. Horror films, slasher films. That's what I want to do if I ever go out and make movies. I want to make slasher films. And I'm going to tell you right now, I will have a set of just professionalism. I never take anything lightly, as careful as you can be. Such a huge deal. Because, accidents, again, can happen on a film set. It can. In the 80s, a young actor, John Eric Huxham, accidentally shot himself by putting a prop gun to his head and pulling the trigger. The gun loaded a blank, and it went through his temple. I think, then someone else mentioned that a little bit earlier, too. That's sad. I'll make a film with you, just kidding. What happened to the original actor in The Crow? He was shot by accident by pretty much the same thing what happened with the cinematographer. There was a gun on set, and it had apparently some pretty real legitimate ammunition inside of it, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go ahead and look it up, actually. I want to be 100% before I just say Brandon Lee How did Brandon Lee die? The film crew was impressed with his performance and dedication. On March 31st, 1993, while filming The Crow, Lee died from a wound on set caused by a firearm malfunction. The lead tip of a bullet from a previous scene had stayed in the barrel of a handgun and ruptured a major blood vessel when a blank was shot at Lee. So a piece of a bullet that was used from a previous scene was still in the gun. When it shot, this piece flew out and ruptured a major blood vessel inside of Lee, and that's what killed him. And that's so sad. And the guy who accidentally shot the gun and killed Brandon Lee passed away in 2016. Wow, he was in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, The Amazing Spider-Man, Fun Boy from The Crow. That sucks. I couldn't imagine what he must have been mentally going through. Again, it's not really the actor's fault. It's the prop person for not properly checking the guns. That's the person that you might want to point the finger at. That's so sad. That's so sad because that person had to live with that for the rest of his life. The fact that he shot the gun that accidentally killed somebody. I couldn't imagine. Hey, Nicole Mercer, how you doing? I just watched your vid on... thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Caden. That was a fun one to film. How are you doing, Nicole? Yep. Brandon Lee's the son of the actor Bruce Lee. Yep, gun chamber wasn't checked well enough. It's like the filming of the old Twilight Zone episode. A famous actor with 2 kids was tragically killed in a helicopter, unfortunately. That's so sad. I heard that the weapon exploded with Baldwin. Apparently it didn't explode, or at least I think he said he pulled back the trigger, right? No, he pulled back he cocked it, I guess, and then it just set off. Which again, I'm sure it was an accident. I don't think, Alec Baldwin wanted to be known for the rest of his life as the person who, shot a cinematographer. Obviously, he's not the one to blame here. And it's unfortunate that, he had to be put in such a situation, and maybe he has not handled this in the best of ways, but yeah, it's crazy. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm doing pretty good. 1950, The Captive was the first movie set as an extra accident, left on live round in the gun, and shot another extra in the head dead. Talking about Crow? Yeah, we were just talking about the Crow, yeah. The actor's name was Michael Mesa. Yep, I was actually just looking at him on Google or something like that. He struggled for many years after. I have no doubt, and my heart goes out to the guy. I couldn't imagine. I really couldn't. I just saw Charles' comment. Anyway, very sorry for your grandpa who fought in a non-existent war and didn't lose his leg and gained it back after the end. Yeah. I was made for fun only. Made only for fun. I was poking fun. I read an article he took out it bad. I took it bad. I liked him from Rizzoli and Isles. He said it haunted him for years. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Evil Dead reboot. Evil Dead reboot made If sound so gross, but I had a fun time. It's a good remake, man. He said haunted him for years. Oh, man. Sorry about that. Oh, my God. When you drink coffee too fast, it can hit you. The Crow is one of the best movies I have ever seen. Personally, it's not one of my personal favorite films, but I will say that out of comic book movies, it's one of my favorites. Yeah. I would put that one up there, probably my top 10 favorite comic book films. Pretty sure The Crow is a comic book movie, right? I'm not mistaken about that. Crow is definitely a comic book movie. The new Crow just didn't match the OG. And look, I don't think it's meant to. Obviously, I do not want to see a remake that is shot per shot, just like Brandon Lee's version. I don't want to see that. I have no interest in watching that. If they're going to remake The Crow, do your own thing. do something different. And by God, I'm sorry, but yes, even knowing The Crow in the remake doesn't look anything like Brandon Lee, I'm not mad about that. I actually welcome that. People said the same exact thing, guys. The people who had an issue with Pennywise, there were people who hated that new look. They were like, this is bullshit. What is that freak? And because the new Pennywise was such a different look from Tim Curry's version that people automatically started saying that this movie's not going to be nearly as good because Pennywise, it does not feel like Pennywise. And The Crow, it's a different look. It really is. But, it might be a really good movie. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. You never know. I think it's important that if you're going to remake something, I'm going to be honest with you, if they actually handed The Crow to me to remake, I would not do the tattoos and nipple piercings and stuff like that, right? But because it does look like Jared Leto's Joker. I'm sorry, it does. But I would have definitely gone with a different look than Brandon Lee's version, by far. Yeah, actually, he broke a few ribs in the leg. Let me go back up a little bit. What happened, Elijah? Let me go back up, man. Let me read your comment. My friend was in a hit and run yesterday, which isn't the best start of the day to know. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. Jesus, that is scary. Yeah, at least he's okay, but that's really, really scary. I love the new It movie so much, more than the 80s version of it. It's 1990, believe it or not. 1990s version of it. Another YouTuber comic, I'm not trying to be a know-it-all, I'm just saying. Another YouTuber comic tropes went into detail about the Crow comic. So am I. I am so worried when I woke up. Understandable. But yeah. I know people might disagree with that, but no, I think if you're going to remake a movie, you need to do something completely different. Don't go with the original look. Don't go with the original vibe. Make your own thing, right? But make it good. Make it good. Do your own thing, but make it good. And that It remake, Chapter 1, did a really damn good job. Jared Leto's Joker was not good. I remember watching that movie Suicide Squad and expecting him to be a good Joker, but he was so bad. I actually recently, not long ago, actually revisited a lot of the scenes from the Suicide Squad movie with Jared Leto, and he certainly is not my favorite Joker. He wasn't bad. He's not like the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life, but he certainly wasn't in any shape or form good either. If anything, he was just passable. And that's, as a Joker fan, that's not what I want to say. He's just passable. Like, okay. You probably could have got anybody in that role at that point. And that's kind of where I just looked at Jared Leto. Ironically, Jared Leto is good. Yeah, oh yeah, he was great in Dallas Buyers Club. How many people saw Dallas Buyers Club? You won't even recognize him in that movie. He is so transformative as that character. It's insane. He won the Academy Award for that movie, too. Joaquin Phoenix is amazing in Joker. Amazing. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. No one will ever beat Heath Ledger's Joker if we are talking movies. It's up for debate. It's up for debate. Look, I agree that, yeah, he's probably my favorite cinematic version of Joker. But Joaquin Phoenix, he came close. And there are certain things I love about Joaquin's version more than Heath Ledger's version. But Heath Ledger's version of Joker, yeah, is probably has become like the most iconic version of him. I can't wait for the new, yeah, Tracy, I agree with that. I cannot wait. I've been a little bit mixed on hearing that it's going to be a musical. Apparently there's going to be musical notes in it. I've been a little bit mixed on hearing that because I loved the first Joker so much. A lot of you guys may not know this, but when I was younger, I was actually pushed to the ground and kicked by 3 different kids, bullied. I was extremely bullied. And that one scene reminded me of that so much, where he was like getting beat up by 3 different guys. It was like, it like brought me right back to like getting bullied. Now obviously he handled it in a more holy shit moment, right? But like his response to that was like, oh my God. But that movie was so powerful for me. I love Joker. It's my personal favorite comic book film of all time at the moment. And I know that might be like not your typical answer. Most people would probably say Batman Returns or like Batman or Dark Knight or, Avengers Age of Ultron or whatever, Avengers Endgame. But no, for me, it's actually Joker. Joker's my personal favorite. Watch it. Trust me, it's a good time. I wouldn't say it's a good time. It's not like a good feel-good movie. I hope it's not a musical, but it has Lady Gaga in it. Yeah, I heard there's going to be some musical stuff in it, but it is directed by the same guy who directed the first one, so I'm actually excited about that. Skarsgård had some big shoes to fill following Tim Curry. I was glad he gave it his own spin and didn't try to copy Curry. Exactly, Philip. I 100% agree with that. Yep. He did his own thing. It's his own character. It's his own version of the character. He did not copy Curry's. And Curry would have been, if he tried to copy it, it would have been, I think, a forgettable performance because Curry would have just been better, right? But he did his own take on it, and that made it stand on its own. So if he tried to copy it, it would have been too much like Curry's, and then we would have all just been like, well, Tim Curry's just better, and, he's just better. Bullying creates character? I agree. No, you're not, dude, that's not offensive at all. I don't look back on my bullying as, like, the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Obviously, I can't look at myself in the mirror and appreciate myself, but I don't hate myself, and I certainly am not, living in the past. Not like I was after high school. I didn't live in the past. I was living in the past at that time, but I'm not living in the past anymore. I'm certainly doing my own thing and getting myself out there more. Native American drums right now? That's intense. Hot take, the Joker as a character is probably one of the best villains of all time in any cinematic universe. You're really not wrong about that. He's definitely, there's a reason why people get excited to see him when Batman movies come out. Skarsgård does look like he has big shoes. Yeah. You like Guardians? I have yet to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Joker is the best, no question. He's so... And that Joker the movie, isn't what you think. It's not like it's all about the character, the Joker. There's actually, like, a character... The main reason why I love Joker so much is because it's really a movie about the psyche of a person. The psyche of a man. Just, like, trying to be accepted into society and completely getting shat on. Right? I mean, the message through that movie is insane. It's insane. It really is, and that's kind of the point. I have yet to watch a Marvel film ever since. I have not seen a Marvel film since Endgame. Yeah, to give you an idea of how much I've missed. I have not seen Thor: Love and Thunder. I have not seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness or whatever it's called. I have not seen Spider-Man No Way Home. I have not seen Spider-Man Far From Home. I've never seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Haven't seen Shang-Chi. Haven't seen Black Panther 2. There's so many movies I have yet to watch. Marvel, I got burnt out on really quick. I don't know what it was. I tried to. Shang-Chi, if any of them, I'm actually interested in watching Shang-Chi, and there is a part of me that's actually looking forward to seeing the new Blade. I know they're making another Blade movie. I have not seen the original Blade, but I am curious because I'm a big fan of vampires, so I'll probably watch the original one at some point too. Some of the new movies aren't that good. It's sad movie to show backstory of what happened to Rocket. So the Joker is something I should watch. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not called The Joker. It's just called Joker. And I think the guy who directed The Hangover directed it, but it's easily his best film. Easily. It is literally, in my personal opinion, I know this is probably stretching it a little bit, Joker from 2019, in my personal opinion, is a effing masterpiece. I mean that. 100%. Rocky Horror Picture Show, Tim Curry sings, "Don't dream it, be it," and he did. That's right. Comic book movies got the same treatment zombie movies did. Now I'm just sick and tired of seeing them. I want to see more Romero zombie films, and I know they're actually making a script for, like, they're finishing up the script for George A. Romero's last zombie flick, and I'm very much curious to see how that turns out. Please, no CGI. If you're gonna make another Romero film, go back to the classic zombie looks. Please. You've done it with Ghostbusters. You've done it with Halloween. You've done it with all these different franchises that you're rebooting. Go back to what made Romero's films so damn special. Do the practical effects. Please do so. Am I a musical watcher? I do like the occasional musical, yeah. Have you seen The Green Hornet from the 1960s? No, but I saw the one with Seth Rogen. Last musical you watched was Wonka. I've yet to watch that one, but I've heard some good things about it. I really have. There are people out there who are saying that they really enjoyed it for what it was. You just watched Madam Web. How was that? I just watched your grandpa video. That's funny, dude. Well, thank you so much, Adkin. I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. It was just a fun little skit I wanted to make. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are really liking it. It was okay? That's good. I've heard some really bad things about it, but you know what? Film is all subjective. I mean, I can tell you some movies that I like that I know nobody else likes. Can't you get yourself to watch any of them for romance? Going to get a shower, BRB. All right, Ashley, have fun. Timothy and Wonka made me optimistic for the Bob Dylan movie. Oh, is that who's directing it? The guy who did Wonka? Bruce Lee played Kato in the 60s Green Hornet TV show, which introduced us to him. I love plenty of bad movies. Oh, same. Have you ever seen the movie This Is the End with Seth Rogen? I did see them. Yeah, I've seen This Is the End, yeah. No, that movie was really popular at the time it came out, which I think was like 2014, 2015, around that time. That was very popular around that time, but then everybody just lost interest in it. As a matter of fact, I used to own it on Blu-ray and I sold it. I just had no interest in going back and rewatching it. It was funny at the time, but now it's like, it doesn't really hold up that well. Dude, Thanksgiving is such a good movie for how dumb it is. But those are sometimes those are gems, right? Those are gems sometimes, the really bad ones. Troll 2. Oh my god! Have you ever, let's see here. Bad movies. Make them funny. If you're going to make a bad movie, make it fun. Don't take yourself too seriously. Make it fun. Sharknado. Yep, I've seen Sharknado. John Dies at the End is a good movie. I have not seen that one. Thanksgiving. Get it while it's hot. Phantom of the Paradise is a good cult musical, unlike the musicals. That one doesn't that one have Robert Englund? I think I'm wrong. I don't think it's Phantom of the Paradise. My sister won't take any movie recommendations from me after I suggested she watch Thanksgivings on Thanksgiving. What did you guys think of the new Thanksgiving movie, by the way? I'm curious to know. And I will be doing a revisit, by the way, for Patreon and members. So if you're a patron and member, I will be doing a Thanksgiving revisit at some point in the future. Probably save that for Thanksgiving next year. Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? Watch Thanksgiving with you guys. Did you watch Significant Other? It was so stupid. I have yet to see that. Back there, if you guys haven't noticed, those Blu-rays over there are all horror films. The one that came out last year, no, I haven't. Which movie is that? Thanksgiving? No, I haven't seen that. Yeah, the one that came out last year. Yep. I haven't watched it, but it's on Max, and I'm going to Thanksgiving dinner to watch it. There you go. This is not for anything. If you are going to donate to the channel, do it through the GoFundMe. You guys can ignore this. I just wanted it to be on top, so in case anybody was going to donate to the channel, they see that message on top. I'm hoping they look. If you are going to donate to the channel today, or any at all, donate it to the GoFundMe. You didn't have your normal Leprechaun rewatch this year. I didn't. The reason why I didn't was because earlier I was passed out and my mind was so mentally exhausted that I just didn't feel like sitting down and watching a Leprechaun movie. As much as I hate saying it, because I was so ready to watch another one. I might even still do it. It might not be on St. Patrick's Day, but I might still try to do it, just so I can say I did it. And the one we're going to be watching is Leprechaun 4 in Space. But I was so out of it earlier. I really was. I was mentally exhausted. I didn't have enough coffee in my system. I just didn't want it to ruin the movie revisit, you know. But it bummed me out. I really wish I could have. I'm waiting to watch horror movies I missed till October. Dude, we're already on the verge of October again, guys. After summer, guess what time it is? Halloween, baby. Aside from Killer Clowns, any upcoming games you are hyped for? Not to my knowledge. Killer Clowns is basically the one I'm mainly excited for. Have you seen AVP, Alien vs. Predator? I did. Yeah, I did. Yep. I'm excited for Halloween time. I've not watched a ton of him, but enough to make me feel sad about him. Have you played Telltale Walking Dead? No, I've not. Spooky season. Can't stand summer. It's going to be rough. What do you think of AVP? It's okay. It's okay. I'm more of a fan of, like, Predator, the very first one, and I'm more of a fan of Alien, Aliens, Prometheus. They're making another Quiet Place movie. Yes, they are. I think it's Quiet Place a Day One, something like that. Something like that. Every day is Halloween. Halloween aside from Christmas Day. Telltale Walking Dead, in my opinion, is the best game of all time. Damn. That's insane. That's a pretty big compliment. Hold on, gotta put my phone on my motorcycle so I can listen to you. Okay, no problem. Yeah, with Joseph Quinn. What movie location would you like to visit now? I would love to go to the original Camp Crystal Lake from the first Friday the 13th. That is the one I'm really wanting to go to. Like the gas station, I would love to go back there and refilm that entire video. I think we could do a really good job, and I would love to go more into the details about the location itself. But I really want to go to Crystal Lake. Sitting here playing Native American drums and singing along. That sounds fun. I am a summer baby. I love the heat since I was born in July. I was born in July also. Did you guys know this? I am 1 day younger than Call Me Chris. I'm only 1 day younger than Call Me Chris. She was born July 1st, 1996. I was born July 2nd, 1996. Yeah, I found that out the other day when I was like looking her up and stuff and looking up a bunch of these people like Oombaville and stuff. I saw Call Me Chris and I clicked on it and it said July 1st, 1996. And I'm like, oh wow, she's like 1 day older than me. Hey, Peachy, how are you doing? Understand, just thought about it. Yeah, I feel bad though. I really wanted to actually do it. It's just, I don't think I've ever been more stressed out with life than this year. And I kind of like it. Yeah, isn't that weird? I kind of like being overwhelmed with all this stuff I got going on. It kind of makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something in my life. Not something I'm used to. It's just one of those that it's like the first time ever. I feel like I'm accomplishing a lot with my life. Ryan and Shane did a Bigfoot games survival mode. It's really funny but scary. Doing good. Can't stay long. Have work tomorrow. Oh, that's understandable. I do too. I understand the feeling, Jordan. Yeah, it's just a good feeling. I feel really happy. I'm actually proud of myself in a sense. It's like, damn, I'm really trying to accomplish a lot in like a short amount of time. I always love mysteries that take place in creepy or big houses. I'm 5 or more days younger than one of my friends, and I still hang out with from my school. What's that Twin Pines Mall? I know I would love to go to the original Dawn of the Dead Mall. Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be so great. I'm off to bed. I work at AM. Good night, everyone. All right, good night, Tracy. Thank you again for hopping on in. I live 1.5 hours from the location of 84 Children of the Corn. That's so cool. I actually was watching Nostalgia Critic's review of that earlier. Hi there. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hey, Sonia. Happy St. Patrick's Day. The mall from BTTF DeLorean scene. Back to the Future. Oh, that's so dope. Well, I'm going to be at the border tomorrow. Ain't happy about it. It's gonna be interesting, huh? My eye. Let's see here. Does anyone have the song recommendations that will help calm my anxiety and going to the dentist? My dad is on July 2nd, and I'm on the 11th of July. That's pretty cool. Hell yeah. I'm 18 days younger than one of my best friends, and I don't let her forget she is older than me. Da 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 da. I've been watching Back to the Future a lot lately. I think it's become one of my favorite movies. You've been on Doc Brown's house? That's pretty dope. Hell yeah. What are you looking at, butthead? Biff has to be one of my favorite villains of all time. Haven't watched a single Back to the Future movie? Highly recommend. You gonna get a Back to the Future poster for your room? I already got a Back to the Future poster. It's downstairs in the entertainment room. Go over to Patreon, and I've been posting a lot of posts of the entertainment room. What did you name your newest clown doll? His name is Jasper. How about them to Jurassic? How about the theme for Jurassic Park? Oh yeah. Da-na-na, 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 na-na, na-na, na-na-na, na-na, na-na, na-na-na, na-na, na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na. No, you're good, Francis. You're good, man. Kirsten will be getting back into gaming stuff, guys. I've been really feeling bad about not playing a lot of games on the gaming channel lately, but I really, really want to push to get some sort of gaming video going again. I'm excited for Terrifier 3. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Christmas horror films normally do very well. We don't have a whole lot of them, and what better way to do it than, bringing Arts the Clown into it? Back to the Future 3 is probably the weakest of the Back to the Future movies, in my personal opinion. I rewatched all three of them not long ago, and Back to the Future 3 definitely doesn't... It has the magic. The magic is there, but there's something about it that just doesn't feel like the first two felt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there is one with Santa spearing somebody. I really enjoy it because of the Wild West. Did you get a storm's damage? No, we did not get any storm damage. Back to the Future 3 kind of sucks. Yeah, it's very calming. I wouldn't say it is the worst way to end the trilogy, but it felt the most... I feel like it was very rushed. Right? It just felt rushed a little bit. Compared to the last two, it didn't feel like the conclusion that, a lot of us, I think everybody wanted to see. I think they could have ended it better, but that's just me. I think it was just fine. It was fine. It was good. It wasn't like the worst movie I've ever seen. It was charming. There was funny moments. The train was super cool. Yeah, the train was pretty cool. YouTube did a special on the anniversary of Jurassic Park. They interviewed the actors who played the kids. It was great. The actress who played the girl was the little girl in Tremors. I didn't know that. Didn't know that at all. Wish he hadn't have Parkinson's. Yeah, I mean, I've just that whole situation is just sad. I really wish, but he's made the best of it. Obviously, the guy is an absolute inspiration. Michael J. Fox is just awesome. But yeah, it would have been. It was like one of those things where it's like, damn, I really wish they come back and do like one more. I mean, I would love to see Biff. I would love to see Biff back in the role. I've been watching a lot of Adam the Woo, and he's been going to these Back to the Future cons and everything, and yeah, the guy who played Biff would show up and completely act like Biff, and it's hilarious. It is absolutely the fact that the guy actually continues to do that whole that act still for his fans is awesome. I'm going to end this vlog. He grabs Adam the Woo's camera and starts running. I'm going to end this vlog. I met the little kid who played the boy in Jurassic Park in a coffee shop in New York City. That is pretty dope. That is pretty dope. Hell of a person to run into getting coffee. Yeah, he took Adam's camera. It was funny. I remember seeing part 2 in theaters, and it ended with the trailer for part 3, and the audience was like, what the fuck is this? I mean, no, I like it. I like that they go back to the past. I do. I think that was clever. I just wish it was done. There's certain things that I think it would have been done, that could have been done better about it, but that's just me. It's still a phenomenal trilogy. Like, don't get me wrong. It's like, you will be entertained. I was not bored with any of the movies. But yeah, definitely the first 2 are gems in my eyes. They're like almost perfect. His name is Joe. Was he very funny? That's pretty cool. Yeah, Doc always liked cowboys. I can't believe it. Me in the Old West. Or like, dude, the opening to Back to the Future 3 is one of my favorite openings ever. Or like the ending of Back to the Future 2, where he just got done sending Marty to the future, and then Marty comes running around the car, runs up to Doc. Doc, Doc, Doc! And he screams like, ah! I just sent you to the future. And he's like, I know, Doc, I know you just sent me to the future, but I came back from the future. And Doc is just, great Scott, and passes out. One of the best endings and one of the best openings. Because in his mind, he's probably thinking, this is never going to end. This is just going to be a reoccurring loop. Super Back to the Future. Oh, the poll is really for nothing. I just wanted it up there to remind people that if they're going to donate to the channel, go to the GoFundMe and donate. But I don't know how to like leave a message on the chat that everybody can just see. I guess maybe there's a way like I can pin it. There's probably a way I could do that. No, I can't see it. Oh, wait, whoa. I might be able to do that. One sec. If you donate to the channel, go to the GoFundMe and help me purchase my childhood home. There. Now let's see if I can pin that to the top, which I think I will be able to. Someone make a comment really quick. Curse that little emoji thing. There we go. There we go. I pinned the message. Yay. Hey, everyone. How's it going? Hey, Ashley. It's going pretty good, Mike. How are you doing? I love that vlog of Adam the Woo when he met with the cast of Back to the Future. It's phenomenal. I think that's like his favorite movie of all time. I'm a big Adam the Woo fan. Huge. Like, I wish the guy would release more merchandise because I would definitely have an Adam the Woo hat on right now. He's honestly the reason why I've always wanted to go to filming locations and like do videos on filming locations, because I just think he's freaking hilarious and he's awesome about it. It's going pretty good, Mike. It's going pretty good. Hey, Lizzie. Welcome. The recent Lakeland Mall video was very interesting. I have not seen those yet. Love Adam the Woo. Remember the days of like his old theme song. I can't really sing it. Oh shit, son. I'm about to take in a home COVID test. Doesn't feel like an influenza anymore, but my shenanigans last night probably didn't help get better. Man, that's got to be rough. That's got to be rough. Why do you always live stream when I go to school? I suck at timings. Who's Adam the Woo? Too young to understand that something. Look him up. Adam the Woo pretty much is a guy who vlogs every day of his life, basically. Well, he's going to be quitting after this year. I think after this year. But he's basically somebody he makes vlogs every single day. It's called The Daily Woo, and there's a channel called Adam the Woo. But basically, he goes to filming locations. He goes to Disney World. He goes to places you would never know existed in the United States. I mean, he does all these different things. He goes to graves of old actors who have passed away. I mean, he does so much. But basically, he's just a vlogger who travels around the United States. And he is a classic content creator. One of the best. The fact that the guy has not hit 1 million subs yet blows my actual mind. Blows my mind. All right, Peachy, have a great night. Go to bed. Sleep well. Hey, have to head out, but I hope you have a good... thank you so much, Jessica. I hope you have a great night. Thank you again for hopping on and being a part of this live stream. Really means a lot. He'll be retiring sometime next year. Yeah, he'll be retiring the Daily Woo. He's not giving up YouTube, obviously. He's going to continue doing YouTube, but he won't be, like, putting vlogs out every day anymore. But he's been doing that for, like, the past... God, how long has he been doing the Daily Woo? Freaking... at least over 7 years now. I mean, I think so. 7 years of nonstop, like, just uploading every single day. For the most part. Check him out. Oh my God, guys. Check him out. Oh, he is such a good content creator. If you guys want, I can link you up. Adam the Woo. I'll give you links to both of his channels. Here's his main channel right now. This is the one he posts on at the moment, all the time. Let me give you the link. Here's Adam the Woo's channel. It's called The Daily Woo. Definitely recommend that one. And then I'm going to give you the link to his OG channel. This used to be his main channel, but then he moved on to The Daily Woo. Let's see here. Channel. This is the Adam the Woo channel is mainly his older stuff. The stuff that I really, really love that he used to do. I still love what he does, but like this stuff is classic. There's Adam the Woo's channel. Go over, give him a subscription. You're not going to regret it. It's going to be a channel you might be even addicted to, so highly recommend it. He's actually one of the reasons also why I wanted to go to the gas station for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because he actually went there in one of his vlog videos. I think it was on the Daily Woo channel. Tampa J, yep. Jacob the Carpetbagger. Is it Jacob the Carpetbagger? I think that's who that is, the Carpetbagger. Join me, shall you? Route 66 series, yep. Hot, steaming beverage. And I'm asking you to join me. Now I'm asking you to accompany me. Join me. Shall you? Grim Life Collective, yep, they're very popular today. Tim Tracker. He actually, when he went to the gas station, he actually collaborated with the Carpetbagger. Yeah, he has 400,000 on Adam the Woo's channel, and on the Daily Woo, he just hit 700,000 recently. So the guy is like only 300,000 away from 1 million. Yeah, 1 million subs. Crazy. He's at 709,000 subscribers. This guy has 3,600 videos on his channel too. Like this guy, he's uploaded a lot. Really, really happy. I'm glad that you guys are checking him out, though. I'm glad I'm inspiring people to actually check him out. I like Grim Life. They are frequent guests on Creature Features on Saturday nights. That's so cool. That's so cool. I mean, yeah, they definitely... And they do a lot of movie revisits, too. Like, they don't, they go live on their channel and watch movies a lot. It's funny how Justin Scared and Adam the Woo came from the punk scene to vlogging. Yep, and they're really good at it. Adam the Woo is probably one of the most respectable people you will ever meet on YouTube. I mean, the guy is so damn classy. I would love to do a collaboration with Adam the Woo. There's like several people I would be like, when people ask me, who would you want to do a collaboration with? Adam the Woo is one of those people I would definitely do a collaboration with. Adam the Woo. I would definitely do one with gotta think about that a little bit more. I'm trying to think about that. Who would I want to do a collaboration with? There's also Days with Jordan. The Boys would be a great one. Yep, The Boys. Definitely would love to do a collaboration. I ran into someone who goes to the movie locations, famous people's graves, and haunted locations. He does it with his wife. I wish I remembered their name. He had or has long hair, long brown hair, and a ponytail. Yeah, I don't really know who that is myself. Chainsaw, did you look at Mr. Rab? Is he? Yes, The Boys, definitely. The Boys would be pretty cool to do a collaboration with, for sure. But again, I'm too small of a channel. If they're going to ever do a collaboration with a bigger channel, it's only going to be with bigger channels at this point, yeah. Maybe someday, though. Maybe someday I'll get to that point where I'll be like, hey, you guys want to do collaboration if you're ever in the location? And they might. Ugh. Yeah, it might have been Grim Life, yeah. Yeah, definitely look, because it might be Grim Life, yeah, because the guy has long hair. He has long hair and he has earrings, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Jordan, if you get a certain amount of subs, you can go to the contract with them and the collaboration. I'd be so happy when that happens. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to do a collaboration with another bigger channel. Though, you know what? We've been talking about collaborations for a while with other certain channels, like Mythos Paranormal and stuff, so who knows when we'll do all that stuff. But, yep, that was them. That's pretty cool that you ran into Grim Life. Yeah, hell yeah, it's pretty dope. I think they're at 400,000 subs, if I'm not mistaken. 400,000, maybe? Grim Life Collective. 546,000. Okay, so that's kind of close. 546,000 subscribers. And those guys, yeah, they go to filming locations. They went to Tom Savini's house and did a tour of Tom Savini's house, which was a pretty good episode. And the school that he runs, really, really fun. All right, guys, it is getting late. I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. We've been on for about 2 hours and almost 10 minutes now. Sorry, I know a lot of people are probably going to be upset about that, but I do got to get off here. I got to try to get some more videos edited and uploaded to the channel tonight. But wanted to wish you guys a happy St. Patrick's Day. Really appreciate you all hopping on in. Hell, a lot of you guys started donating to the GoFundMe, which I really appreciate. You guys know that I'm financially struggling, so if you guys want to help out, there's that option. You don't have to, of course, not required. But means a lot anyway, so I want to shout that out as often as I can. I hope you all have a great night. Watch Leprechaun. Go have fun. Make some shamrock shakes. Pretty sure the recipe is like... I can't remember. But anyways, thank you all for hopping on in again. I do got to get off, though. I'm sorry. I know. All right, guys. Man, good night, Jordan. I'm sleepy. Night, night. Night, night, everybody. Good night. I'll see you all in the next one. Happy St. Patrick's Day.